friends. This is our first reading lesson. So today I'm going to remind you about how you learned in nonfiction that you can't just mumble through words and ignore them. Because if you did that, then you wouldn't get all the knowledge about the nonfiction word, and the words helped you get smarter about the book you were reading. Well, I have good news for you. You can't mumble through or ignore words in your fiction books either, because that helps you get smarter about the book as well. So you can't just ignore new words in your story. You have to use all your tools to read the word and then use your tools to understand the word to help you get smarter about your reading and to understand the story. Today, I want to teach you that you can't just you can learn how to read the word, but you also need to stop and think and understand the word. You can look at the picture and other words on the page to help you understand the new word. So we are going to add this to your chart, and it says say the word the best you can. Think about what it means. So we're adding this to our chart today. So we're going to say the word the best we can, and then we're going to think about and look at the picture and the other words on the page to help us think what it means. Okay, so now we're going to get started and work on it together. Okay, I have to tell you something. I actually read the next chapter of our Zelda and Ivory book, The Runaways, but I mumbled and ignored a hard word in the beginning, and I need your help to help me walk through to figure out what this word means. Okay, so I got stuck on a word right in the title. So I'm going to drop my bad habit and try our new strategy. So I need your help to help me break the word apart so that this word right in the title. So I'm going to break up my word. So on, con, k. So concoction. So concoction. Okay, so I know the word, but I'm not really sure what it means. So maybe let's look at the picture together. So, I'm looking at our picture. It looks like a jar of some kind of liquid in it. So maybe it's a drink? So maybe a concoction means drink. I'm going to read some of our page and see what it means. So, early one morning, Zelda sat down to write a haiku poem for her grandmother. Ivy came in shaking a jar of liquid. Okay, so it's a jar of liquid. So it could still be a drink, right? What's that? Asked Zelda. So let's see what Zelda says it is. I am making a secret concoction, she said. Ivy, she poured in some orange juice. Okay, so concoction still can mean a drink because she's pouring in orange juice, right? You should add some glue. Ooh, add some glue? I don't know. I don't think we would drink glue, right? So maybe it's not a drink. So that's one clue. So our first clue was our pitcher and the jar of liquid. And then our second clue was the jar of liquid. So we knew maybe it was a drink. And then our third clue was orange juice. So it could still be a drink. And now we have one more and add glue. I don't think we could drink glue. So let's find out what concoction could mean. I don't think so, said Ivy. She mixed a mint leaf in an eyelash. A mint leaf in an eyelash. Do you think maybe a concoction could mean it's a magic potion? Should we find out? Do we think it's a potion maybe? Let's see. So look, she put an eyelash in. So now put in cinnamon hearts, said Zelda. Okay, so cinnamon hearts. I still don't think we can drink it. Make it a love potion. So it is a potion. So another word for concoction we found out is a potion. So thumbs up. Do you think I'm right? Okay, now we're going to read the next page together, and you're going to help me figure out another word using our new strategy. So I'm going to read it to you right now. So we're right here. So Ivy screwed the top back on the jar. No, she said. What are you going to do with it? Asked Zelda. Well, see, said Ivy. She glazed at the jar. She wasn't sure of herself. Glazed. So I'm getting really stuck on this word right here. So I want you to read, pause right now on the page, and I want you to read it right now and think about what that word could mean. Look at the picture and maybe add another word that would maybe make sense there to help me figure out what our word is and means. Okay, so maybe you have some ideas what it could be. So I'm going to sound it out for us. So guest. That doesn't really sound right. So let me try it a different way. So gazed. Okay, so gaze. Let's figure out what gaze could mean. So let's read it one more time together. Well, see, said Ivy. She gazed at the jar. She wasn't sure herself. So in the picture, it looks like she's looking at the jar, right? Or maybe staring at the jar. So let's try the word stare instead of gaze in our sentence. So, we'll see, said Ivy. She stared at the jar. She wasn't sure of herself. So that makes sense. So maybe gaze is stare. So everyone right now, gaze at me. So I'm gazing right now at you. So this is what a gaze is. So I want you to all try and gaze at something. So we found out what our word meant, and we found out that gaze means also to stare. So we were able to figure out our hard word by looking at it part by part and trying our A vowel 2 ways. And then to help us understand what the word meant, we looked at the picture and tried other words that were similar to it in the sentence to make sure it makes sense. So, readers, now that we learned our new strategy today, I want you to think whenever or whatever you are reading, to think to use all your tools on how to read the word, and then go a step further and use clues such as the picture and other words on the page to help you understand the word you are reading. So our new strategy today is to help you understand what the word is and what it means, and so you can talk about what is happening in your story even more. So make sure we're using our strategy today and tomorrow, and that we're saying the word the best we can. So we're using our old chart on how to read the word. So we're checking the pictures and using other words on the page to help us understand it. And then we're using our new chart to think about what it means. So we're using other clues to help us figure out what it means. Okay, go ahead and use your new tools chart and start reading. All right, great job, and make sure we're getting all our work done today. And I will see you in our Zoom meetings.